Good morning. Welcome to podcast from Castle Grayskull. I forgot we're doing MOTU today. So
Yes.
Castle Grayskull. Yeah. Just want to start off by thanking everybody who watched us live or did a rewatch of our Wednesday night show. That was so fun. We will be doing that every other Wednesday. And but don't worry, we got a couple friends working on something for the opposite Wednesday. But we'll let them tell it when they're ready. With me today, as always, is Eric Hillbilly Harper.
And Tony.
Our good friend Joe A-Raw.
Morning.
Our very good friend Jezza, G.I. Jetman. And Dennis from Level 7, who is just awesome.
Hey,
One
guys.
of our newest friends. And we're hoping he'll be on the show a lot more. Just
Yeah, anytime you want me to. I love it. It.
It's awesome. Just good times. Plus, I know you said that you didn't want to really talk about your toys, but show and tell, I'm going to show some of them off. Let's see who's in the chat real quick. So got Wreck Ship said he ahoy from the road chat.
David Jones.
Yeah, we are going to toy hunt today. So that's why we have a hard stop at 9.
Nice.
So we need to make it to 9:30.
I'll be gone at 9. So
I know.
Lair Bear, good morning.
Hello, Larry.
Wes, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Wes.
Todd, good morning.
Hello, Todd.
GI Jokers, good morning.
Good morning. One of the funniest accounts out there.
100%. Michael Gene Fleming, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Toy. Oh, that's right. It is Toy Fair.
Ooh, that's
One
what's
in
Valentine's Day.
Toys. Joe A-Raw doing
Hey,
double
Joe.
duty.
Yeah.
Ronnie Trickshot came for the Joes, but we'll stay for MOTU. Hey, don't worry about last week, buddy.
Yeah.
You hardly ever miss a show.
Yeah. And I'm going to talk about you today. It's all your fault.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, Jim, the Joe Junkie. Good morning.
Hey.
Haha, Better Ray Bob. Good morning.
Good morning, Bob.
Bob.
One of the nicest people out there.
Yeah. Joe Fan 84. What's up, buddy?
There's another nice feller.
Heck yeah. This chat's littered with them. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. The legend himself, Joe Recondo.
Holy cow.
Oh,
And heavens
Recondo.
opened up and went, ha, 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 ha.
Hey, can anybody guess where I'm going to see Joe Recondo in a couple weeks?
I can.
ZoloCon?
That's right, ZeloCon. Very
Ooh,
good.
look at me. I'm Casey. I'm going to ZoloCon.
That's right. But so's Joe, so.
Ooh, look at me. I'm Joe Aaron. I'm going to ZoloCon.
Hey, it's my first ZeloCon. I am excited.
I would have got to go to ZoloCon if I wasn't stupid. So
Then how would you go anywhere?
I'd make it a lot easier in life, buddy. I would make it a lot easier.
It's all right.
It's not. It's if you're going to be dumb, you better be tough.
Yeah, that's true.
The story of my life.
What happened to Joe A-Raw's face?
He looks like a kid.
I know. What are you, 18 again?
Yep.
Jezza looks like he's 16.
I know. All you people shaving. Ugh.
Waiting on Dennis to peel his off now.
If I do that, The whole bottom of my jaw disappears.
I'd love to say it was part of some great tradition in order to change the weather into springtime and all that good stuff, but no, I just trimmed it wrong and it went sideways on me.
It's never stopped me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, going toy shopping today. Excited for that with my boy Rex Ship. But before that, we're going to have a fun show. And let's
Yes, we
start
will.
with any pickups. Joe A-Raw, you want to get it started?
Sure. I only have one for now, and it was this
Nice.
feller here.
Nice.
Nice.
So, and I only did it because of this guy.
Nice.
I've decided that's the kind of collector I'm going to be. Is going to be the companion dog guy. So,
Have,
great
have
figure.
you seen the German Shepherds from Marauder Task Force?
You mean these guys right there?
Yes. Yeah.
Good morning,
Have you seen
Bush.
theirs?
I have to check them out then.
Yeah, they got some good animals on there.
Nice.
Their German Shepherds are cool.
Mm.
All right, Eric. Let's see what you got.
Well, first I want to thank Joe Ricondo. He sent me
Oh,
a complete version 2 rock and roll.
It's an underrated rock and roll.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great
I
one.
love that rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, it's complete. It's perfect. It's beautiful. And then he also sent me the parts to complete my Mamba that he sent me the Mamba.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he tried to sell it, and it didn't have enough stuff on it to sell complete. So he sent it to me. I paid for it and paid for the shipping. Holy cow. It was impressive. And then he sent me the last couple missiles I needed, and it is now beautiful. And then this week, thanks to Ronnie Trickshot, oh no, I think I broke it. Ronnie has been doing these episodes about AliExpress. And then I get on there and I'm looking and I see this guy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yorktown
Hush.
Joe, good morning.
Hush Batman.
That looks great.
Yeah. It comes with 7 sets of hands. What is it? Oh, my head or Joe's chin. But it comes with 7 sets of hands, several different batarangs, stand, comes with a gargoyle stand, which is
Ooh.
great.
That's like one of the coolest stands I've ever seen.
Yeah. Comes with this stand as well.
Nice.
And
Morning off course.
more than off course. But it's a knockoff of the Mofex Batman, which is going on sale for around $100 on Big Bad. And I got this dude for the low price of $15. That's with $1 shipping.
Eh.
Yeah. Best figure I think I've ever held in my hands. So if it couldn't hurt. But the box, whenever I got the box, is kind of.
Ronnie, ducks
then
have
we're-
nuts.
If you look in the right spot, they probably do. But it's just, I mean, now Casey's talking me into trying to find the Superman that matches this, which I'm going to have to do that so I can have the world's finest. And
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's a great figure. What I've fooled with it, I thought I broke it, but the head just pops off. It's got a Revel Tech joint up here on a peg, and he just pegs on. And it's perfect. I went to open the box, and he was just like laying in the tray. I was like, oh man, he's going to just fall apart. He falls out of the tray. I pick him up, and I'm like, this is so smooth. I've never held a figure that was so smooth. I was
Well,
like,
Batman's smooth.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
I
Dennis,
lost
you got
my-
anything to show off?
I no. But I will show you my I have him sitting on my desk. He's the 12 or the 6-inch detective that I'm doing.
Cool.
Just for a Batman, but I haven't. I mean, I showed him last time. I need to make a cape for him and then paint him up. But I got him sitting here on the desk, and I think it just looks not as cool as a Mafex Batman, but definitely
Well,
pretty nifty.
that
I
one
have.
at Joe
Go ahead.
Fest, I'm gonna be throwing my wallet at you and be like, "Give it to me."
Yeah. Well, I'll have plenty of room, so you can just come over there and hang out. Hopefully.
You can always come to our booth and hang out.
Yeah. If I have people that like to come over and chit chat sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's good. Especially, I'm hoping a lot of these people that that you have on your show and stuff come over and introduce themselves, and I can put a face to the names and stuff like that. I mean, it's just so many people that are there. It's just insane. I mean, you guys know.
Yeah. Good morning, Gaz.
Morning.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for that detective.
Yeah.
I got a question for Dennis.
Oh,
Any chance you could send some of your squeeze bottles to Joe to make his wall more interesting?
yeah, I sure can. I'm about to go buy some more because I don't know if you guys have Warhammer kind of a guy, and those I just saw this guy doing some really cool speed painting. So basically they just paint the figure or whatever black, and then they dry brush it white, and then Citadel and Army painters have this new paint, and you guys might already know this, but it's new to me. So the Army painter paint is called Speed Painter, and it's thin, but it has the color. So once you go off and dry brush the white over the black, and then you put your color on there, I mean, it looks phenomenal, and it's quick too. And I thought, oh, somebody might be offering some painted figures soon. Like, oh wow. Yeah, it looks
Someday
really
might
good.
be- I can't wait to see that Batman or the detective you're
Nice.
working on.
Yeah, the 6-inch one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 inches. Well, once Casey shows his figures, I'll show you that we got a whole new, or if anybody's got it, we got the different kind of body construction. So I think this detective or these figures that come out this year are far superior to the ones from years past.
Hey, Foot, I do not remember any of the 6-inch Super Friends that were metal.
I
Not
do.
either.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. They were pretty cool.
And Bob says he has a friend that swears by speed.
Yeah.
paints.
I mean, I just learned it. I just saw it on Instagram, so I started following this guy. I was like, I could do that. You would think I'm a better painter with all my paints I got over here, but
And Foot says they are cool with the right technique. That's cool.
yeah.
So, Jezza, you got some stuff to show off, buddy?
Yeah.
Besides that clean shaven?
Oh yeah.
Look
finally
at that
got-
kid.
I got my wetsuit classified.
Cool.
And,
Nice.
and I picked up this for $30. Cabocora. I've never had it. So
Nice.
It's a good figure.
yeah. And the other night I was up till 2 a.m. working on my headquarters for G.I. Joe. So
And Ronnie says Rangers, Astros. Jezza's been following the Rangers my whole life since 2025. Awesome. Great stuff.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so that just leaves me. So It will show off. My wife bought me something, a Motu wallet.
Nice.
Oh,
She knows her husband. And all right. So this is, and Dennis, you're going to help me with the names. All right.
yeah. That is Pelotor.
Pelotor. But look, I mean, everything moves so smooth.
Mhm.
Feels really good in the hand. Nothing's overly tight, but nothing's loose. So excited, and he comes with a different head too. So
Nice.
I have it put over here though. I didn't want to lose it.
That looks like the best figure I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's
It's a good one, but I got two more good ones.
All right. And then we have Master Man there.
That's true, man. I don't even know if he's going to need, the skin tone. I mean, definitely the hair paint and the stuff. But man, he's, like I said, smooth. And I like how they're like realistically muscled. It's really cool. But yeah, I love this one. And this one and the next one are close, but his name is what?
That would be Imposter.
Impostor. You gotta say Tor. Impostor.
Or, yeah, true.
But I mean, he's only gonna need orange paint on the hair and his gear painted because the way you molded in the right shade, that's so smart.
Yeah, with the it's because I don't like, I'm not a great painter, and I know like when you do the actual figure, it you have all that paint chip and worries and stuff like that.
Well, these are all fantastic. They stand well right out from opening from the package.
Fantastic.
And excited because A1C Alpha One Creative is going to paint all these for me.
Great. I can't wait to see them.
Oh, me too. Because amazing figures and an amazing painter, you can't beat that. But I think that's all I got to show off because I showed off the other stuff Wednesday night. But we do have Paul Morales. Good morning, buddy.
Oh,
good morning.
So yeah, lots of great stuff. I think Eric's Batman figure is awesome.
Indeed.
I may have to look into that. I don't know.
Oh, it's definitely a must-have.
I know he's
Yeah.
also talking about trying to find the Nightwing too. So that would be cool.
Nightwing's my favorite Robin, basically.
Yeah.
Well, between him and Damien. But
Mhm.
I like Damien.
yeah.
I agree.
But I gotta thank Ronnie again for just like grabbing me by the nape of the neck and slamming my face into AliExpress.
And
It's a dangerous road to go on.
I don't
is.
care what time we go on. It always seems like Joe fans at work. I think you work too much, buddy.
Yes.
Mhm.
You need to start enjoying those Joes at the house.
Yeah, boy. But they even have the 3 3/4 inch Joy Toy turtles on there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I got mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just watched.
Hilarious.
I just watched one of Toy's videos on how he fixed a
seen that.
vintage He-Man figure.
Yeah.
It was really
Yeah.
good.
One in Toys is doing some great stuff.
Yeah.
And they're what I consider like the right length for consumption. You
Mhm.
can watch one after another. Man, he's killing it. Great job. So what we decided to do today, and this was Eric's idea, and I loved it, was we're trying to do a Motu episode once a month. I hope that doesn't turn too many people off, but I have a love for Motu.
I do too.
So-
I mean,
Yeah. So what we want to do is like today we're doing our top 5 vintage Motu figures. So, and unfortunately I don't have all of them to show off because I'm so
I'm
looking
just-
for some of them.
I've got my number one here. So
That's cool. But and anybody in the chat, please play along. I love seeing your guys' answers. We're gonna start with number 5, and we're gonna start with Joe A. He's in the magic number 1 spot here,
Okay.
and we'll just work our way around.
So my number 5, he had the what I consider a good play feature, and I just remember carrying him around. And I'm probably one of the few people that ever did this, but I put Kool-Aid inside of him, and then I walked around, and I just thought it was the funniest thing as a kid, and I'd be spraying Kool-Aid in my mouth. But it was Cobra Khan number 5.
that is cool.
And it would look cool because he would spit red.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey.
Eric does.
Duke, what's up?
Yeah. Yay, Duke.
He needs to make one for He-Man, because He-Man's the Masters of the Universe version of Duke.
No.
Yeah.
Prince Adam is. Not he.
I didn't say Flint. I said Duke. All right. So great pick for number 5.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, my dog is whining today. I don't know why.
My dog was too.
I'm watching you. She's 16. I will allow it. So Hillbilly, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is one that I always wanted as a kid. Casey fulfilled that need for me. Manny Faces. He is so cool. You could spin this nugget around and around and around like a top. He could be a robot. He could be a monster. He could be a man. He is almost a perfect toy.
Yep.
He is Motu's version of Zartan, but cooler.
Except he's a good guy.
Yes. Unless Beastman gets control of him while he's in beast mode.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love that storyline. I thought that
did
was so
too.
cool.
Yes.
We have a number 5 from Larry Bear, which is Trap Jaw. Nice.
Trap Jaw was a great figure.
Ronnie's is Boomerang Billy. Todd's is Stinkor. Great pick.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Bear says Flint is Man at Arms. Yeah, I don't know. Who you got, Dennis? Number 5.
Well, I'm gonna mimic Hillbilly and say Many Faces.
Yep.
He was
Yes.
definitely in my top 5. Growing up, I loved him. And oddly enough, when I'm looking at this picture, I'm surprised that he has a weapon, because I think the only weapons I even cared about was the power swords and Skeletor's staff. Growing up. But Many Faces was definitely one of my my top 5. I thought he was great, and he has the he was the Zartan of it, and he was cool, and I loved the colors too. So it was
No, he's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it was boring after following Eric on that, but
No. I mean, it's a great figure.
yeah, it really was, and like I said, growing up with Motu, I remember on Christmas mornings, morning, that when they all came out, they were able to put them in a it was like a clothes box. You know how when you always get like, it's clothes, and I remember getting actually all my top 5 that Christmas. And it was cool, and it was great, because you remember that you're disappointed. You think you're getting socks or underwear or t-shirts or something.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be Motu,
Yeah, my parents were slick like that.
Yeah.
I love it. Great memories.
Yeah, but I mean, does anything? I mean, I love GI Joe and Mask but I don't think anything could have went off and beat that mini comic that was in the Motu figures, and it just and of course we're in the 80s, and I don't know if you guys are like all Conan fans and stuff like that, but we're getting all that fantasy stuff, and then when you get to read that comic book and just flip through it, and it was short enough just to give you kind of an idea of who you had. It was just so Many Faces is my number 5.
Nice.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I love that parents took that extra step
Yeah.
to try to throw you off that you're getting toys. I loved it. It was a sad day when I stopped getting toys.
Yeah.
Me too.
Off course says number 5 is Triclops.
Nice.
Who you got, Jezza?
My number 5. I'm gonna keep with the boring, I guess. And my number 5 is Many Faces too.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong
Nope.
with that.
It's not boring.
No.
Yeah.
I never had him as a kid. My cousin had him, and he was at my grandma's house one day with me, and he was asleep. So I grabbed Many Faces, and we went on adventures.
Nice, Michael. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. And Yorktown says, my mom disguised clothes by throwing loose Lego bricks.
Oh, that is evil.
That is the other way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so
Therapy.
sorry, man. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so my number 5, and I actually have the figure. I just got him recently. I didn't have him as a kid, but from the 87 movie on, he's been one of my favorites, which is Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if anybody knows where I can get some repros of his swords, I don't have them. Let me know. And I need to touch. I got some touch-up work to do on them too. But yeah, I got him for $5.
Yeah, he was a cool villain in
Wow.
that 87 movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was awesome. And I mean, now I'm on like a little Blade kick. I got the classics last week, and I won't say what I paid for it, but I did order the Masterverse off Evil Bay.
Mm-hmm.
More than
So,
I wanted
Casey,
to pay.
Did you say you had a 3D printer?
No.
Who has a 3D printer then? Anybody?
I have one. I
Might-
just don't know how to use it.
I have a lot.
'Cause- I was going to say, because there is an STL file, so you can 3D print those blade swords.
Hey, send me that, and you know what? I'll print you out a couple.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Yeah, no
And-
problem.
Sounds good.
Ronnie kills me. What was cool? Got his toys.
Mm.
It's awesome. All right, so the round is done. We're moving on to number 4. Who you got?
All right. So this one was late in my collecting. It was kind of during the switchover, but I thought it was so cool because it kind of blended a bunch of different worlds. So this was Rock-On, the
Oh, wow.
transforming from lump of rock to meteor to man there.
I had the other
but-
one.
Stondar.
Yes.
I'm not sure which one it was, but one of them did not fare well in the Revolution series on
Mhm.
Netflix,
Mhm.
which is highly recommended. If you haven't watched it, please watch
Oh,
that.
yeah,
It's
it's
really
great.
good.
Is
Yeah.
it still on Netflix?
Yeah. They start out for 2 seasons of Revelation. Then it goes right into a 3rd season, which they call Revolution. And it's fantastic. There's only like 6 episodes a season, but it's really good.
What was that? What was the Revolution plot?
Well, the Revolution was when they were bringing in Hordak for the Horde to take
Mhm.
over, and they had
And that's on Netflix already.
yeah,
Oh,
it's really good.
I can't believe I missed that. I
Yeah,
thought I watched it all. Oh, no,
yeah,
sure, I watched
they
it.
brought in Leech, Grizzlor, a few others, Montana. I mean, the Horde was rocking.
Mm.
I think I might have missed it. I'm trying to remember if I saw it.
These episodes made me start down the MOTU rabbit hole.
You're welcome. I helped with that there. I sent him a Moss Man. I was like, push.
For Manny Faces at 4 for Todd.
Nice.
All right, so who's next?
Eric.
Eric, that's right.
Okay. My number 4 is Triclops.
Triclops is
great-
cool, yeah.
A great swordsman. And he was so cool. I never had him, but I always liked him. I think they could have done a lot more with him if they would have just went for it.
So speaking of swordsman, I'm missing Matthew Comstock this morning. I hope he's doing
Yes.
all right. I know it's his busy season.
Yeah. I need to check
But,
on him here directly.
Such a good guy.
Yeah.
All right, Dennis, who you got for 4?
I got, the not the main man, but
Oh yeah.
Man
Man at
at
Arms.
Arms. And I tell you, it was him coming with all that gear. And and I just said about the weapons and stuff, and I forgot, Man at Arms did come with a lot of stuff. And he definitely it was nice that this, how he sparked my imagination with just, because you got the barbarian fantasy thing, and then here he comes with all this high-tech armor, and you're just like, oh, it's definitely influenced me. The whole MOTU world has influenced me and my whole custom universe that I make. It's because it's I love the fantasy and the match of technology, and Men at Arms was that guy. He did it. He had the little furry underwear, and then and then these big giant metal mechanical parts. And if I have to say anything bad about them, is that they came off and they got lost in a hurry, right? Especially his arm gear. But he's my number 4.
I mean, a lot of the problem with that armor was, as kids, we would chew on our toys.
Yeah,
And if you chew on the straps, it's useless. But
yeah,
you're 100% correct that the whole merge of fantasy and
Yeah.
yeah.
Technology.
My Indiana's not letting it come out. The technology. And it's perfect. I mean, that's why there's no other world like Eternia. And Morning Plastic Fantastic.
Oh, and I always pictured him as a knight until I seen the cartoon.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, and I liked the new ones that they did. Like I like in Revelation, they went off and made them man of what was it? What was the one that they dressed him up in white at the end of,
Man of War.
yeah. And I was just like, I had to have that one. I know I had to order it somewhere just to get it, because I was like, he just looks so awesome in that white and that gold. But I liked when they make all the other ones have the little face mask, so they can just be anybody, and they were the troopers, and they all look like him. And he's a great figure.
Yeah, they said that I think it was Evelyn in Revelation said he was the most dangerous man in Eternia, even over He-Man.
Yeah,
he was the one they feared. So that was awesome. Who you got for 4, Jezza?
I gotta go. I gotta go with Merman.
I like Merman.
I love Merman.
Daggone it, I forgot about
I
it.
actually dressed like Merman for Halloween one year.
That's so cool.
My sister went as Beastman to go with me.
Did your parents take any pictures? Because those would be awesome.
Yeah, I have to find them maybe next time.
Make it your profile pic. But very cool.
Yeah.
My number 4, and I changed my list 5 times, so I got to check. All right. Because I love all of them so much. Just regular old He-Man. But without He-Man, there'd be nothing else. So for these, plus I got these really cool stands off eBay. So I need to get the legs fixed because the rubber band. But these help a lot to keep them standing.
My
One
He-Man,
in toys.
yeah, one in toys.
He just did a swap.
I know. I watched it. He made it look difficult though, so I'm not sure I'm ready to attempt that.
Better than I would have done.
Oh, for sure. Me too. All right. Number 3, Joe A. Raw.
I'm going to go with Ram Man. Not that he had the most articulation, but I just had a blast with him. And he never broke, up until my kids got a hold of him. He never broke. And he was just probably one of the few toys, because it was so simplistic, you could recreate what you saw on the commercials. It was just one button, click, boom, So I had a lot of fun with Ram Man.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it was a great video though. I loved it.
Dang.
Who you got, Hillbilly?
Sorry, Shannon sneezed and Tiny took off and jumped up in her face. Like, you okay? So, my number 3 is I got this kid in school. This is a gag gift for Christmas because every year I got trash for Christmas, and I was like, I'm getting this kid trash. So I talked my mom into getting him this figure. He opened it. He loved it. I was like, oh. And I learned a lesson that day. Don't be petty. Don't be stupid. And that is Stinkor.
Mm-hmm.
I do love Stinkor.
And he stinks. And that's the one thing that the kid loved about it, was that he smelled like a skunk. Not quite like a skunk, but he had an odor to him, and he was going around having everybody smelling. And, I was like, man, what did I do?
Lair Bear says Mechanex number 3. Todd says He-Man. And Ronnie says, can we go around the room real quick and everyone say turret?
All right, Joe.
Turret.
Dirt.
All right. Who you got for 3, Dennis?
I have Stratos.
Oh,
Nice.
love Stratos.
Nice.
Now he was definitely, when I was picking out this list, it was close between him and He-Man. But I definitely had more He-Man than I had a Stratos. But Stratos, like the Centurion Ace and all the other flying action figures that we got that were able to just fly, he definitely went off and sparked my interest, and it was always in my top 3 of figures as I was playing. If I either had He-Man and Stratos, and Stratos just was so, as a kid you didn't think, well, that wouldn't make sense with him having those little feathers on his arms, but it was great, and for him just to be able to fly around, and again with his jetpacks that he had on his back, it was great. So he's definitely, it was hard for me to make this decision, but ultimately I had to go with him with number 3, just because the other 2 you couldn't have Master of the Universe without him.
No, he's cool. And if we ever get to a 2000X top 5, he's definitely in that, because I love the the little
Yeah.
controls for,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
his jetpack and those
And,
wings,
you know,
the way they stick out.
yeah, that line was awesome.
Mhm.
You know, but when that was a good line. And I liked with the horsemen. It was the horsemen that sculpted those, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
really
they were
think
good.
so.
They were good.
Yeah. Also, so that would be Jezza next.
My number 3 is Trapjaw.
Good pick.
He's my favorite bad guy. I always thought he was awesome. He was trumped everything.
Did you use his circle for the zip line? 'Cause I never did.
No.
Haha, Joe.
All right,
That's just you, buddy.
Still ongoing champion of the zip line.
I never done it either. I don't even remember him having that on his head.
Yeah, the little thing on the top of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember it in the commercial, but it never looked like fun. I just wanted to play with Trapjaw.
yeah.
Yeah.
They was trying hard on that one.
They were, and I always say it, and I'll say it forever. I never called these Masters Universe as a kid. It was always He-Man. Hey, I got a new He-Man figure, and it would be Trapjaw. You know?
Yep.
It is what it is. I mean, it's fun. My number 3. And I got this guy at Lost and Found Toys in Seymour, Indiana.
Oh,
Nice.
Skeletor. Apparently, it's one of the rarer ones because he's got like the peach on the face. It didn't matter to me. I just wanted a Skeletor. But yeah, he's awesome. Love Skeletor. One of the best. One of the best bad guys ever. And Rex Ship says he got up here early and he's at Target. All right. Which Target is less than 5 minutes walk from here. So see, off course says number 3 is Trapjaw. Agreed. And one in toy says, yeah, he had a zip line. Ooh, and Larry Bear's jumping up ahead. Number 2, Manny Faces.
Nice.
So that leads to you, Mr. A-Raw.
All right. So it's this. Wow, it looks like I'm holding them. Look at that.
nice job.
So we got Rio Blast, who I think was the one who should have came with Stridor. I'm sorry. I know it was not that way in the cartoon, but I mean, he had the sheriff's star on the chest. He had guns that just came out of everywhere. He had one on each wrist, one in each leg. His chest blew open and there was a gun in there. Then he had the backpack that had guns that came up over his head with the visor. And that was also one of the later ones too, like where I was already into G.I. Joe. So I guess anything with guns at that point in my in my playing days was good. And he came with 2, 4, 5, 6. So he came with 6 different guns. So
Rex Ship.
all right. So that's my number 2.
I don't
Great
remember
pick.
Rio Blast at all.
He
I
was at the tail end.
Yeah, I have the Origins version of him. I didn't have the original. And I believe why he didn't come with Stridors the years they were separated. If they came out the same years, I'm sure he would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Rio Blast is in the 3rd season of the cartoon for that Netflix one. So
Okay.
it's really cool.
So my number 2 wouldn't have been the toy line wouldn't have been called He-Man if it wasn't for He-Man. Love that figure. I got pictures of me in '82 whenever I'm opening him up. His pee-pee was a pew-pew.
Joe, Target has $26.99 Desert Scorpions too.
Wow. See, long game, folks. Apparently that's where it's at.
Yep. But yeah, it wouldn't have been He-Man without the He-Man.
No,
I
I mean 100%. You're
I got
right.
pictures of me from Christmas of '82 where each picture I'm in, I have He-Man either in my hands or on Battle Cat, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I think He-Man and Battle Cat. That's just like the best
It's like
man and beast ever. You know what I mean?
Batman and Robin.
Mhm.
Cooler. It's cooler than Batman.
Easy.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
I got 4 of them, Ronnie.
I've got 2 breakers.
I only got one because I sent one to Jokers. All right, so Dennis, number 2.
Well, just to follow suit, it's definitely He-Man. I mean, we couldn't have
Yep.
we couldn't have the universe without him. And you know, he was again, I'm gonna go back to Christmas because it was a He-Man Christmas one year, and I'm sure my folks went off and told everybody, oh, he likes He-Man, you know, and so I remembering opening up several boxes and had, you know, multiple He-Man, the character in there, and so I had lots of them. And again, I think the biggest thing that really kind of resonates with me and what makes him, it was hard, you know, with the other characters, but was that comic book and to be introduced into this whole new world. And then you have this awesome looking guy who just, you know, you're like, who is this guy? This awesome gear, this cool sword, you know, you're just like, this is a whole new you know, we don't, I was getting ready to say a whole new world, start singing for you guys, but but it, you know, I mean, it's just like Eric said. I mean, this is without him, we wouldn't have had anybody, and he was definitely, and the only reason that he's number 2 is because I'm older now, and my number 1 just resonates with me a little bit better.
So before we get to Jez's, you keep bringing up the mini comic. I want to show off something real quick.
Yeah.
This is a book that has all of the mini comics in it.
Oh, that's
I need to get that.
It is amazing. I've read it twice. It even gets to the era where he's in space, which is not great, but
Yeah.
still, it's nice to have it all in there. And yeah, they do some really, really great stuff.
Yeah, that mini comic really sold me on He-Man, and of course the cartoon, but the cartoon in the comic book never went along with one another. And
it's kind of like G.I. Joe.
Yeah, but it was
Stumbo and Marvel did not mesh well.
Yeah, and I might be the only one that was collecting G.I. Joe and not reading the G.I. Joe comic book. I watched the cartoon. And was very disappointed that they didn't have Snake Eyes in it as much as I wanted them to be. But
never read the comic either. So.
Yeah,
if you're missing Snake Eyes, he's in the comic all over it.
Yeah. But I tell you that
they did Snake Eyes dirty in the cartoon.
Yeah.
They told him to hush up.
Yeah, and then they gave his woman away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Jezza, number 2.
Ram Man.
Nice.
I like
Ram Man. He was, and that the vintage one I just bought that I did a review on. I mean, I like it, but I missed the pop up feature of the original. I don't know why. That was so cool.
I think I've got a couple laying around. If I do, I'll send you one. Yes.
I'm just bringing the Joe Fest. Here you
go. Let's go to. Oh, it'd be my number 2. Is anybody else? And it could just be me. Every time we do lists, which Podcast from Pit, we do lists all the time. When we get to number 2, I always get the Austin Powers thing in my head. where he's fighting in the bathroom and he's like, "Who does number 2 work for?" I lose it every time. You know, that's one of what is his name? The Arnold. What was his first name? Tom Arnold. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
He was great in that. Just that little part where he's like, "Whoa, you're gonna blow out your O-ring." He just kills me, man. Just kills me. All right, so
Relax.
my number 2. Yeah, it was hilarious. My number 2 is Trapjaw, and my number 2 works for Skeletor. But yeah, he's got the little zip line thingy. I got the
Y'all missed
laser
out.
on him. Yeah. But you know, the jaw's so cool. I've seen a lot of people doing some AI trap jaws, but they don't have the jaw right. You know, it's like a helmet and they got the regular mouth, and that's just not trap jaw. Yeah, Bob knows what I'm talking about. So before we roll into one, Joe sent me something. Is this for Roger
Sweet.
Sweet? Yeah, I guess he's got some health issues.
Yeah, he has been on the downslope. He went for a walk one day, and he goes for the walk every day, and he took extra time getting home. And when he got home, he was all bruised up, didn't remember what happened, so his wife had to put him in a care facility. But he's really having a hard time. So
they're doing a GoFundMe for him. I'm gonna attempt to put it in here. If anybody wants to, could check that out. It looks like it's split into 2. I'm sorry.
yeah, let me see if I can put it into like a shortener.
Okay. But you want to throw up your number 1 real quick?
Sure. I'm going to go with He-Man because I had 2 different iterations of him. One with the battle armor, the battle damage, where it would go click, and then you would have 1 strike, and then click, and then you had 2 strikes. So I was not a big of a fan of that one because it didn't just look as like what I thought. Because he never wore it in the cartoon. I didn't really see it in the comics at the time or anything like that. So yeah, He-Man. Without him, no Motu.
Yep.
Wreck Ship's already spending money. We haven't even left for the toy stores yet. I love it. Yes.
He's gonna make it rain.
Yep.
Yeah.
So no, it's a great pick. He-Man, definitely. If, like I said, as a kid, it was all He-Man.
Yep. So my number 1, I wanted this figure so bad as a kid. I never could find him. And then a friend of mine, Bouncy Bingle, one day, just out of the blue, sent me a care package full of him. I have the classics and I have the OG now. And it is Moss Man.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bum, bum, bum.
Does he
And,
still smell
Wow.
like pine?
yes, he does.
Casey, I'm going to shoot you that link because it won't let me post links in your chat. I am forbidden. Verboten.
But yeah, he still smells like pine. He's a great figure. He's still fuzzy. He's missing some fuzz. But man, it's great.
There you go. Thanks, Joe.
Mhm.
But yeah, if anybody's ever watched the Toys That Made Us episode of He-Man, he was on there. Dong. He kept saying that. But I mean, he's pretty much the father of He-Man. So
Yeah.
it's excellent. And I'm sorry, Hillbilly. Did I cut you off? I didn't mean to.
Nope, you're fine. I was done.
Okay. Moss Man, great character.
Yep.
Love the pine feature.
Yep.
One of the best lines in the first episode of the the Netflix show was smells like pine after he gets obliterated.
So, and this one, I mean, as a kid, I was like, man, I want him so bad. Never could find him, but I could see Beastman everywhere. But this is the only Beastman I have. Watch out. It's great reuse because you really can't tell it's Beastman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, honestly, all the Joe groups, all I hear about is reuse this, reuse that. That's crap. That's crap. That's crap. But you don't get it from the Motu groups.
No.
Most of them all
It-
have the same feet. Most of them all have the
Yeah.
same arms. It's just, hey, they gave us this great figure. Let's just buy it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was.
I love that.
And like I said, you can't even tell it's Beastman. He's a little wall-eyed, but still, he's lovable.
It's like Stinkor and Merman have the same head, just
Yeah.
different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't tell.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been living a lie.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So number one, who you got, Dennis?
All right. Well, I have the OG evil Skeletor. Now, why do we have Skeletor over He-Man? Well, it's just like who makes He-Man He-Man? You gotta have the best bad guy out there. And I know when I was a kid, he might not have been my favorite, but as I got older, I definitely resonated. Like I would love to live in a big snake mountain and and not have people come over and bother me, and
ride a purple cougar.
Yeah. And I mean, he gets to hang out with Evil Lynn, and then have some. I mean, it's like he's hanging out with his best friends. I mean, in the cartoon, you had Beastman and Trapjaw and the rest of them, and I felt like they were all just cutting up, especially as I got older, and but definitely as the figure, you needed the bad guy and you needed the guy to be scary. And of course, in the mini comic, he was the like, oh, he could actually, defeat He-Man, you would think. And then, and I don't understand. I don't know. And it might have been explained somewhere, the difference, because they kind of got away from the two swords going into one, and Skeletor having that second sword. And then I think they touched on it in the other what was it? It was the Four Horsemen ones you were just talking about, the
2000X.
one. Yeah, the ones that they came out. I think they each had a separate part of the sword, and they were able to put it together in that one. But I just don't understand why they separated it from there. But as a kid on the original, I thought it was so cool to be able to have both those swords and then stick them into Castle Grayskull's door and open it up, and you're like, whoo, and he's definitely a great figure. And you can't have an awesome He-Man without a good enemy.
Do you remember what the door's called?
No.
The Jaw Bridge.
The jaw. Yeah, it is the jaw bridge.
I did not realize that until someone brought it up like 5 years ago. And I was just like, that makes so much sense. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Jezza, who's your
Yeah.
number one, buddy?
My number one, you probably know it, Casey, but my number one is Stratos. I love Stratos. That's
Yeah,
why he's
Stratos
always
is
in
great.
my life. I don't know. When I saw him in the cartoon as a kid, I was like, that's awesome. And I like the gray version. Like, I know the toy, they came out with a light skinned one, but I like the gray one better.
Yeah, I didn't like the light skin one either.
Yeah.
What's up, Cobweb? Good morning, buddy. Yeah, did I tell you I finally got the Origins, the gray one?
Yeah.
Finally. I've been looking for it for years. And I found it for $12 at
Nice.
a toy antique mall. So that was great. So my number one, and I don't have this one. It's the only one I didn't have to show off today. Is Clawful. And I say Clawful because I had so much fun with him as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in all my battles, no matter what toys I was playing with. I love the claw feature. So, yeah. Clawful is my number one for sure. All right. So, like I said, I had a hard stop at 9. It's 9:01. So I guess it wasn't that hard.
Yeah, you're right, Ronnie.
Yeah, true. I mean, there's so many great characters to choose from.
Yeah.
And this list, I've redone it 3 times. And yes, there's plenty of love for Buzz Off. He would have been like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Unless we're talking Masterverse, then he'd be top 5 because that figure's awesome.
So, Ronnie, if you want a bigger list, then go back and rewatch me and Casey and my rankings.
Yes. It was 20 greatest MOTU characters, right?
Yeah.
It was fun to do. I had a great time. Always do on
Jezza.
Jezza. Joe, what do you got coming up, buddy? Sunday fun day. Look at that.
Woo!
Millennial
So-
Mayhem. Explain.
So that is this Sunday, 4 p.m. with Wreckship 85. So
Nice.
that is what I've got this week.
And that's Wreck Ship's sweet spot.
Yes.
So this is going to be
Yes.
fun. Everybody, please check this one out. And if you don't
Yes.
sub to Joe A. Rob, please check him out. Sub. He does
Mhm.
great work. Hello, White Mike. Eric, you got anything coming up?
Nope. Nothing to know of.
Yeah. Well, we still have to come up with something to do next Saturday. So
Oh,
we'll
I
talk
thought
about
you was-
that.
I thought you was going to. I thought next Saturday was ZuluCon.
No, I think it's
No.
the Saturday after, right?
Okay.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today. Well,
Yeah, we'll have to figure out
yesterday.
next Saturday. I'll think on it while you're perusing the toy aisles.
It is awesome to do. Dennis, what you
Yeah.
working on?
Well, I'm working on everybody's wonderful figures, and you get to see as they're being created. So hopefully I'll have them out shortly, and I'm making some gray ones right now, and so that's my week, right? And hopefully work won't bother me so much, and I can actually get some playtime in and get that done. And I definitely want to test out that paint job
Yeah.
with that new technique. So I'm excited. I'm hoping to have some opportunity to be able to do that. But but I got to tell you guys, once you get a hold of this commando figure. And listen, I'm gonna hurry up real quick, but it's definitely one of my favorites, and I hope everybody likes it as much as I do.
Show them off.
Yeah. I mean, he's in a little bag. You gotta take him out,
Nice.
and I don't want to take too much time because I want to go toy shopping today too. But
He looks great. He
yeah,
really does.
Amazing.
and yeah, there's a lot I want to say about him, but it feels kind of defeated when he's your guy, but he's a cool figure, and I think he looks great, and I really hope that everybody likes him. But he's not as cool as my Masterman, Pelotor, and the Pastor.
There you go.
And then also one more thing, just a little peg for the store on the this coming Friday, we'll be releasing Ninja Storm.
Oh, cool.
Yes, and he's around here somewhere. Oh, here he is. So we'll be releasing Ninja Storm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right
So
on.
he'll go up for order on Friday.
And as a person who has some, I can't recommend them enough. They're fun. So
Thank you.
I'm itching
Yeah.
to get my fingers on them.
Yeah.
Jezza, what you got?
Yeah.
I don't just nothing really. Just a couple reviews I gotta do, and something pops in my mind. I don't know.
So I got a White Mike says that next Saturday we should go over all the reveals from Toy Fair. I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Easy
yeah.
peasy. Just got to have that guy that can make a nice slideshow with all those.
Yeah. Joe.
No.
Go.
Sounds
My-
reasonable.
My
Right
slideshow skills are crap.
No, they're not. Mine are non-existent. So yours
I
is
don't
way
have
better
any.
than mine.
I don't see that, but
With all that, I got toy stores calling my name. Hopefully, I'll have some cool
Yeah.
stuff to show off next week.
Definitely.
Thank you guys so much for not just watching this one, but for watching our night shift.
Mhm.
Not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we'll be back with another night shift. It's going to be a precursor to ZoloCon.
oh, dun dun dun.
It'll be fun. So,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping Jezza's going to come on that one too. So,
Okay, sure.
all right. Well, everybody, please take care. Be safe this weekend. Buy some toys.
Yeah.
Because they're the coolest.
And Ronnie, Rangers suck.
Oh, shots fired.
Whoa!
Whoa, that was across the bow.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody take care.